Hi! Welcome to this part of my review featuring the Otherworlds core rulebook. If you haven't seen part 1 of my review featuring this science fantasy RPG where wanderers travel the worlds beyond, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about some basic concepts. First, rounding up. Whenever you have to half a number, round up. In this book, you will find many numbers that are divisible by 3. The reason is to help you remember things, and it fits well with the D6 mechanic. When it comes to ties, whenever 2 results are equal, the thing that initiated the roll is what wins the tie. Having it so there's an immediate winner helps keep the game at a good and fluid pace, while also incentivizing characters to take action to propel things forward. Otherworlds can be played with grids or without grids. Now let's talk about puzzles and problems. One of the best things about tabletop RPGs is not being bound to stringent coding and software. Our limit is our combined imaginations, so there is basically no limit. Otherworlds, like many other tabletop RPGs, encourages you to solve puzzles and problems you encounter in ways beyond what is described in this rulebook. You are going to find some sections in this rulebook marked with advanced. Don't be scared when you see this, it's not that advanced, but it is there if you want to add further details and complexity. Sometimes that granularity and extra layers adds to the fun and the realism within the fiction. Now let's talk a bit about the setting and being an Otherworlder. Being an Otherworlder is certainly not your typical profession. Otherworlders are those daring enough to travel to uncharted lands, face danger, and earn sweet loot. People become Otherworlders for many reasons: knowledge, power, freedom, you name it. Only about 1 out of every 1,000 people becomes an Otherworlder, so not just anyone is cut out for the job. Otherworlders stand out in a few ways. They are from different worlds, and they obviously wear attire from different worlds as well, although sometimes a mixture. They are more well-armed, including but not limited to a guard, armor, melee weapon, and ranged weapon. Being wanderers themselves, they are equipped with a Wanderer, which is a relic that teleports the wielder between worlds. Otherworlders typically are spellcasters, which are those capable of using astral. However, this isn't a requirement to be an Otherworlder. Otherworlders have at least one method for attacking at both close range and long range. We will talk about the astral in a few moments. Being an Otherworlder is more than defeating dragons, battling wizards, and getting new weapons. It will also change the way others see you. Some will see your presence as being a beacon of danger, where a trail of nothing but darkness will follow. Others may see you as a hero and offer to help you in any way they can. So normies could see you as an outsider to be feared. After all, where you go, danger seems to follow. Or maybe they will see you as a hero that deserves respect and recognition. Perhaps a savior to rescue them from their problems. Maybe a heretic forcing a community to change their ways, a sign of evil that must be thwarted. Or maybe they will see you as a badass that others may aspire to become. Let's talk about the astral that binds us. The world is filled with energy known as astral. How one connects with and uses it is up to them. Some claim it's a living entity that should be revered. Others see it as a weapon and a tool to be used for power. Its properties can be manipulated in several ways. Anything imaginable is possible thanks to astral. Everything from conjuring fire to amplifying light is done through the means of channeling it. All living things have at least some connection to astral, but whether or not they can use it is a different story. Being an Otherworlder means you'll encounter monsters beyond your wildest imagination. Because of this, it's important that you gather intel when you can. Approach every enemy strategically, using their weaknesses against them. In Otherworlds, victory comes to those most imaginative and resourceful, not to those that wildly approach a situation with no thought. And this concludes this part of the review. In the next part, we are going to talk about character creation. I think it's going to be very exciting to create characters that come from different backgrounds, and I will travel to many different worlds. You will never know what you will encounter in your journeys, what sorts of people, what sorts of dangers. And any risky situation is going to serve as the perfect excuse to have all sorts of adventures. Thank you for watching this part of the review, and thank you for your likes and your comments. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. Once again, thank you, and see you later.